Please join me in welcoming Jeanne Turner.
Thank you so much, Jeanne. So far, we've had some talks about products and innovative ideas for kiosks. I'm going to change things a bit. I want to talk about philanthropists. What's up with philanthropists anyway? Think about it. Rich people, multimillionaires, trying to make themselves look good by donating to funds. Who likes that anyway? I mean, I hate that. You know, they build their company on the backs of other people and amass all this money, and then they donate it, just a portion of it, and think, oh, that wipes away all my previous sins. Okay, that's not true. I actually admire philanthropists, but I am irked by the fact that I'm so inspired by the work they do, yet I can't be involved. I'm not a multimillionaire. I'm not even a multi-thousandaire. I don't have thousands of dollars to throw around. Most grants are thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. And most nonprofits are huge organizations that take tons and tons of people to manage them and to run them effectively. I thought to myself, what if we could turn this on its head? What if philanthropists didn't have to be millionaires or even thousandaires, but could be ordinary people like us? What if nonprofit organizations did not have to be big, huge, bloated organizations, but could be lean and nimble? What if grants could be much smaller, could be micro grants? Turns out I was not the only person thinking this, and fortunate for me, someone else actually went there and did the work. There's a group in Boston, 3 friends, that went to visit a place called AS220. Now this is not what they started, but it's what inspired them. They took a road trip from Boston to AS220, which is in Providence, Rhode Island, and they were so amazed by what they saw there. It's an artist center, but that doesn't even start to explain what it is. There's 48 work-live studios. There's 4 different exhibition spaces with rotating exhibitions. There's a dark room, there's a recording studio, a dance studio, a theater. These 3 friends said, my gosh, how can we bring this back to Boston and make Boston more awesome? On their road trip from Providence back to Boston, they talked the entire time. And by the time they arrived in Boston, they had a plan. They said, we will get together our group of friends that we know and reach out to some groups of friends, etc., until we have enough people that each person donating $50 or $100 can group together a $1,000 grant and fund some kind of amazing art project or community project in Boston. They created a group called the Awesome Foundation. And their idea was, if this survives in Boston for a couple years, we will be a success. Well, now, 3.5 years later, it's in 8 countries, 54 chapters, including awesome Mongolia. There's even been stories on NPR about the Awesome Foundation. And 2 ladies in Portland who did not know each other heard this story and talked to each other about how do we start Awesome Portland. So they began their own group, Awesome Portland. Now we have 13 micro-trustees. We fund projects every other month with a $1,000 micro-grant. Each of the trustees gives either $50 or $100. We get between 50 and 80 applications every other month for people who have amazing projects. We narrow it down to the 5 finalists. We have a huge party, the Awesome Grant Party. Anybody and everyone's invited to come. We put out the word on Twitter and all of the regular calendar websites. The finalists from the list give 3-minute pitches about their project. And then finally, we select a winner. The winner in September was the Old Apple Tree, a project that is taking cuttings from the oldest apple tree west of the Mississippi and propagating them in 10 different places throughout Portland as living sculptures to continue our history. The winner from July was Free the Billboards. Nina Montenegro has taken viewfinders and created a waterproof case and allows Portlanders to submit ideas of what artwork they would love to see instead of the billboard. Passersby can view the alternate ideas through the viewfinder. There are 4 throughout Portland. Finally, our May grant winner has had time to use the grant fully. And I'd like to welcome our May grant winner, Courtney Leeds from Schoolyard Farms.
Is this on? Okay. Great. Hi, I'm Courtney. I am the co-founder and farmer at Schoolyard Farms. We founded this year. We are a nonprofit educational farm. We partnered with Candy Lane Elementary School in Milwaukee, where we're repurposing 3/4 of an acre of their schoolyard and turning it into a mini farm. We sell the produce from the farm to CSA members and also to Head Start in Clackamas County. And our ultimate goal is to be able to circle that food back to the cafeteria, providing the freshest, most local food we can for the kids, and being able to spread this model to other schools. And so as a nonprofit, we prioritize education. And we do that indirectly by being in an urban, visible location where neighbors and the kids from the schools see what we do every day and see what it takes to run a small production farm. We also do it more directly by offering lessons to the kids at the school, as well as we're developing field trip curriculum so we can become a hub for the neighboring schools to come and see a production farm and see where food comes from. But where Awesome Portland came in was they helped fund our farm-based summer camp program, which we piloted this summer. So we had kids come out every day for a week and learn about where food comes from, how to grow it, what it tastes like out of the ground. What you're seeing here is these are kids working in a worm bin, learning about vermiculture. But we also, every morning, we would go out to the fields and work in the garden and then harvest food and then bring it back and have the kids prepare what they harvested and make a snack. And it's just so exciting to see kids get really excited about usually raw vegetables, which isn't generally the case. But when they're harvesting it and preparing it themselves, they take a lot of pride and ownership in it. And so because of Awesome Portland and winning this grant, we were able to purchase all of our supplies for camp, as well as offer scholarships to 90% of the kids that came. And now we feel prepared to launch this fully next summer because we now have kids we can reach out to and get a full camp going, and we have tested our curriculum and tested our model and tweaked it, and we now feel prepared to launch this and have hopefully a summer camp every year that kids can learn to grow food and empower themselves to grow it at home.
If you're interested in learning more about how all of the grant winners have used their funds, we have it on the Awesome Foundation main website. If you have an idea that you're excited about or that inspires you, something you'd love to do, don't let those naysayers stop you. Don't let your own internal naysayers stop you. Think about how you can turn that idea on its head, make it smaller, make it different, and make it happen. The existence of the Awesome Foundation proves that with a little bit of money and some dedicated individuals, you can make an exciting idea happen.